In this video, I'll introduce to y'all the main features of Nebo, a text-based note-taking app. I'll be sharing what I love about it and talk about some drawback and what kind of people should use this app. Also, I'll leave the timestamps in the description down below. You can skip to the part you want to watch. So let's go. Hey guys, this is iOSir. I will do iOS app reviews and give you guys helpful tips to let you make the best of your iOS devices. So if you're also an iOSer, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned. Nebo is a note-taking app from MyScript. It's available on iPad, Mac, but not on iPhone. You can use Nebo on your iPad for free, but choose to pay $6.99 for the further functions such as creating multiple notebooks, organizing notes, and cloud sync, etc. First of all, let's take a look at the way you organize your notes in Nebo. Tap on the plus button at the top and choose to create a new collection or a new notebook. After you create collection sections, you can put in your notebooks by their subjects or characteristics. Like me, I just put the engineering regarded subjects all into engineering collection. So let's create a demonstration to show you guys the whole app. Unlike a lot of other note-taking apps, the text and writings in Nebo are very interrelated, so we will discuss them simultaneously. Pick a line or previously selected area and start to type. Then you can do basic practices like cut, copy, paste, bold, increase or decrease indent, make them into the list. Very basic, huh? But when it works with writings, that would be another way around. Nebo claims that they have the world's most accurate handwriting recognition algorithm in totally 66 languages, and I have nothing to say about that. When we're writing, you can see the transform preview above your writings. At the first using, honestly, I was amazed by how precisely it recognizes my writings. Even though sometimes there are some little minor mistakes, you can manually correct those by clicking on the given suggestions. So the next time they'll transcript your handwritings more desirably. You can write behind the text or type right behind the writings. Convert your writings to text by just double tapping on it. It is one of the main features of Nebo. You can switch between text and writings very seamlessly, thus win back your time from workflow. Now let's move on to the gestures, another main features of Nebo. Nebo implements many intuitive gestures to make your experience even better. First of all, when erasing a word, you can strike through it like this, or doodle on it, so that save up your time from switching between pen and eraser, especially when you're not using an Apple Pencil, hence the double tap gesture won't work, but that makes the existence of eraser tool not that necessary. Next, break gestures. Draw a straight line downwards between letters to separate them, and follow up by another vertical line to break lines. Conversely, draw a line upwards to join lines or letters together. Then the following gestures can format your notes to make it cleaner. Draw a line under the writings to make it a subtitle or second header. Draw two lines to make it a title or first header. Alternatively, you can tap on the paragraph icon at the top left of your text box to find these settings. Then draw a rectangle around your writings to highlight them. But we have to notice that the highlighter won't be shown until we convert it to the text. Make bullet list or number list by drawing dots or numbers before it. Also, the bracket and arrow are all supported. Then we go ahead double tap on the empty space to create an object or section they claim. Take a photo and pick one from your library. Add a sketch so you can illustrate your notes side by side. The diagram, which is a little similar to the sketch, will modify your shapes and fill them with color automatically. You can use diagram to systemize information or create a mind map. Next, math. Since Nebo is from the company called MyScript, reputed for its app calculator, the math signal recognition in Nebo is already well developed. As is shown, these symbols can all be applied in the math functionality, but Nebo can only solve basic math problems like some simple trigonometry calculations and functions, but when it comes to some problems like calculus and differential equations, it is just not capable. Unless you have a massive need to solve problems like that, Nebo Math is competent enough, so overall the math functionality is powerful yet simple to use. Okay, let's move on to the draft. Likewise, double tap on the empty place or draw a line from the left to the right to create a draft section. Basically, the draft plays a role like the other orthodox note-taking apps. What I mean by that is, in other block, you can't doodle or mess around moving or resizing your writings freely because they are strictly formatted. So in order to make up the shortage, they implement the draft section where you can freely write and draw. You can also use Lasso to copy sketches or writings, then paste them optionally as sketch, writing, or texts. When you want to share your notes, tap on the three dots at the top right corner to export as text, PDF, docs, or HTML. And if you're already signed in with your MyScript account, you can directly publish your notes to share and sync through the devices sharing the same account. By the way, you can back up your library in the settings as Nebo files, then use this file to restore your notes on any devices. Then I'll share with you guys where I'm not satisfied with Nebo. First of all, the drawing function isn't perfect. Although the writing experience in Nebo is great, but what you have is still just one pen style. Don't get some common pens like pencil or ball pen. Apart from that, there's no tool for you to draw straight lines. Either don't draw a line very straight, or you must grab a physical ruler and press it on your screen to draw a straight line. Next, there's no magnify function to let you zoom in and write precisely. In a situation that you want to draw something very subtle, well, I guess the only way you can do it right now is use the sharpener to sharpen your pen tip. Second, the note-taking process is not flexible. As you guys might notice, your notes will be automatically divided into each blocks, and between each block, there might be some blanks where you can't write or draw or do anything about it, because you can't eliminate the blanks. When you draw something across the blocks, it will get denied and said please write something smaller, and that does send me a little further from this app. Lastly, I'll share my opinions on what kind of people should use Nebo. Due to its niche based on text, you don't get much freedom to sketch around the page or annotate anywhere you want. Your notes consist of blocks, which limits itself to some degree. If you use note-taking app mostly for writing articles or some scripting, you have a special need to be able to document your writings as text, this app is absolutely all you need. But for some STEM students like me, usually the case we have to draw many shapes, diagrams around the text and add relationships between each other. Under circumstances like this, the objects like diagram, sketch, and math become mostly used. The writing text function seems not to be well performed, and multi-windows now is not supported, so that's why I choose some other apps rather than Nebo in the current stage. But all in all balanced, Nebo is definitely an amazing design. Nebo's innovation in text and write is revolutionary in note-taking apps, and it still potentially could do better in the future. So that's all of today's video. Comment down below of what you love or are unsatisfied with Nebo. If you find my content helpful, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in my next video. Bye!